The chandelier at the Hawthorne Club fractures the late sun into ribbons that skate across mahogany tables priced like sports cars. I trail Themetrate through Celeste's haze of Chanel to what he calls the family table. The kind offstage where bad news wears good linen. Nathan taps his Omega. Third time before I sit. Leia angles her phone to catch my face and the chandelier in the same shot. A smile honed for algorithms, everyone in costume. Everyone off bookingly when it benefits them. Mara Celeste coops, polishing a pearl between toe fingers. You look lovely. I'm in the same gray sweater as last Tuesday. She missed it then. She misses it now. Thackerayly leather sigh under me. A pen hits tile in the kitchen. Normal noises. Wrong moment. Celeste centers a slim velvet box between the salt and pepper squared with the table edge like evidence. A fresh start, she says. You'll adore Austin. Inside. A one-way ticket. Departure in 48 hours. Nathan lays a check beside it. Edges crisp. Seed money, he says. 5,000. Use it wisely. Leia shifts her phone a hair left, finding my light. They've rehearsed. The synchronized gestures, the softened tones, even the pauses that threaten to invite me in. I know the choreography. Gregory Stone, Nathan's prize client, once laughed at my dusty boots beside the Gala Champagne fountain. Didn't know landscaping staff made the guest list. Celeste's nails later bit my elbow. You humiliated us. That was the night the exile took shape. It started earlier. 8 years old. First place science fair. Leia's piano recital of her overlapped. We drove to the recital. My trophy watched us leave from the counter. Mara understands sacrifice. Nathan said. I did. I let the silence lengthen, then smile. Thank you. I'll be smart with it. Shoulders drop. Relief loosens their faces. Leia's disappointment is a flicker. No tearful content today. I fold the check. Slide it away. Paper thick, expensive. Not as thick as the wire confirmation waiting in my inbox. 8-50000 from Agra or finalized 2 days ago. They have a script. I have a result. 6 months before the Velvet Box, I sat in Professor Cad's office while he filleted me Terra Sensei pitch with surgeon calm theory. He said, thin field data, fluorescence hummed. My pulse matched them. I left with a stack of red ink and a dare disguised as feedback. So, it lived at the library. Callaway Grant asked for 12 pages. I sent 30. They awarded 75,000 at 2:03 am. I called home. Celeste said, that's nice, dear. Leia just made law review. The line went dead. The lab lights stayed on. Code shipped to a hired team in Bangalore. Contracts notarized with my sole ownership. I recruited David Morse, a night owl physics teacher, to thread the sensor mesh. 3 months later, a pilot farm outside Fresno went live. By Thursday, the soil graph jittered like alley detector. Irrigation misfiring until 30 of a test plot drowned. The farmer's voice was flat. We're done. I stared at Fluor logs as if heat could solder them right. At 2:31 am, I found it, one treacherous variable initialization. Elegant in its ruin. I rebuilt from testeds. New forecasts outperformed my originals by 40% and better the platform learned from its own errors. Resilient sequentable, not rhetorical. Cade looked 7 minutes then dialed while I watched. Arch Summit 10 minutes on the main stage. Don't waste them. Julian Vale from AgriCorps sat third row along with 2 engineers who interrogated every line I'd written. My documentation sang. The offer arrived the next day. 8.5 million in Director of Sustainability Chicago. Back at the Hawthorne Club, a spoon cracked brew like thin ice. Nathan raised his Bordeaux to fresh starts. I raised water and gratitude I didn't feel. Theirs ended. Mine had already begun. Sunday light slants through my apartment, catching on 2 open suitcases like stage props waiting for a scene change. Celeste arrives without knocking, armed with a paper cup and her trademark checklist voice. She sifts through my things with the precision of an archivist, fingers my duplicate diploma, vetoes a $19 blazer, approves the thrift store jeans I pretended not to care about. I'll drive you to the airport, she announces. Of course she will. I let her see what she needs to obedience, gratitude. The Austin ticket sitting on my counter. The decoy itinerary. My real flight pings 2 hours later. Chicago, 3 hours after that. As I move through O'Hare's long glass artery, a family update from Nathan lands like a pebble against a cathedral window. Mara is relocating to seek clarity. TM. Forbes publishes the acquisition. Agrare acquires Terranzi for $8.5 million. The subhead, Mara DAWs to lead sustainable development. My inbox blooms with restraint. Coded congratulations from people who used to talk over me in meetings. Then the letter arrives. Nathan's lawyers, tidy men with tidy phrasing, recasting their $5,000 gift as venture capital. I read it twice. Then I open my banking app. The old check image waits and drafts. Memo line. Fresh Start Fund. I deposit it. Screenshot the confirmation. Reply all. Payment received. Matter closed. Then I blocked the numbers that once muted me. Lake Michigan glitters beyond my new office window like a sheet of hammered steel. In the powder room, I tape the check to the wall, a relic from the old religion. A reminder of the God I stopped worshipping that night. I stand in front of a room of young engineers and talk about failure logs, postmortems, and rebuilding after the floor gives out. I end with what Cade taught and what I finally proved. Data is mercy when you honor it. Freedom isn't leaving. It's ending the performance, and mine ends here.